Well, it's one of those movies that I started watching in college with one of my friends who was a movie buff, and I like movies too, but this was one that was so different. I hadn't seen one in black and white in so long that was not an old movie, and I always like the stylistic choice of doing that. And it has that quick dialogue, like, almost like David Mamet, where it's so dialogue driven that it's just every other every other sentence is like a little quip or a little joke, and the characters are fun. And I was so excited when Clerks 2 came out as well. But it's just one of those movies that's been with me for a while, and I enjoy it. And it's short, and it's fast. And View Askew is just, all their movies are great. And I loved Dogma growing up, so anything in that universe was. I saw Dogma actually before I saw Clerks.
Oh, there you go. I joke about this all the time. This is that movie that my best friend came in with the VHS and says, "You have to watch this movie. You have to watch this." And that's where it started for me. We're doing Clerks 2 in season 2. And I am looking forward to that because I love that movie so much. And I think that was the first View movie I actually saw in the theaters, was Clerks 2. I think that was the first one. So I really am looking forward to covering that in season 2.
Wait, that was the first movie you saw in the theater?
View Askew movie. Because I didn't see a lot of movies.
I was like, damn, what happened?
No, View Askew. Because I was more like, I saw movies with my dad or my parents, and it was mostly like Disney movies. I saw all the Star Wars movies with my dad in theater, all up to episode 6 and so on, which is why I took my son to see Last Jedi. And that was the first time me and him got to see a Star Wars movie in theater. That was fun. That was a nice hand-me-down moment for me. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Yes. My son loves going to movies now. I look forward to it, even if he wants to see a movie like Pacific Rim, which I'm not looking forward to, but he wants to see it. Whatever, I'll put up with it. I'll put up with that kind of stuff because he wants to see Solo as well. So I really can't argue with it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, as long as he wants to see movies, that's really the thing.
Exactly.
Could you imagine having a kid that doesn't want to watch movies?
It's true. I wouldn't be able. What's cool about it is I've gotten him into the Disney stuff too, and he loves Disney, and he wants to go see The Incredibles, and I'm so happy he wants to see The Incredibles because I love that movie and the Wreck-It Ralph sequel and things like that. I think I saw more movies last year because of him than I saw in like 4 years combined. It was crazy.
That's awesome. That's why you want to have a kid.
Yeah. Well, it helps that he's almost 10, so he's really into this stuff now. And it's so much more fun to do this kind of stuff with him. This kind of movie, a little bit much for him. I don't know. That's just that. I will say, though, I will put you on the list for Clerks 2. How about that? For sure?
Please.
Yes, definitely. I literally have a list for Clerks 2 at this point, and I'll be breaking that down soon. I'm actually doing I'll say this on the air here, because not a lot of people know about this. I'm actually taking a weekend trip out to Jersey in May. Like about a week after this episode drops, I'll be taking about a weekend trip out to Jersey because I'm being inducted into my high school Hall of Fame for football.
Oh, cool.
So while I'm on the plane, I'm going to be breaking down Clerks 2. I'll be working on that on the way to Jersey.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's going on literally the week after this episode will drop. I'm going to be working on that already. So there you go. Time will fly, and things will go on.
Wow, that's awesome.
That being said, Crystal, thank you so much for taking time out. I know it took us a long time to plan this. Get you on this show.
I honestly, when I messaged you last night to make sure we were still on, I was like, something's gonna happen.
No, I had made sure that we were clear for this. I planned my whole morning. I was even getting my oil change. I was like, I have to be home before 11. I gotta be home before 11. I gotta get home. And
that's so funny.
And get going.
We did it. We actually did it.
Woohoo! So let me just get some plugs out of the way here first. First of all, we are part of the Filling the Void podcast network. Boss, you're happy when I say that. We're actually the number one show on our network, which is a very big deal. We're on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're also the Blake and Sal show, and we just celebrated our 5-year anniversary. And on Fridays, right after this, go jump over to the Blake and Sal show. And on Sundays, listen to Boy Meets Retrocast, the show me and Kyle break down Boy Meets World. You can also get our t-shirts over at TeePublic. I always forget to say that. So t-shirts over at TeePublic with our awesome Clerks Minute logo. It actually has the various letters from various podcasts part of the MMX community. I did that on purpose to make sure that everyone's included. And we have a Facebook, a Twitter, an Instagram, all that Clerks Minute. We have a Facebook listener group, which everyone has the conversations with. And I know there's a lot of shooting Clerks conversations going on in there right now, so that's always fun. Crystal, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me on social media at The Crystal Beth, and you can listen to my podcast, The Fifth Element, and Unlimited Lives Radio on iTunes.
Very, very cool. So, thank you all for listening. We'll see you in our next episode as we find out the aftermath of this wonderful food fight. Thank you all for listening to the Clerks Minute. I'm Blake. Kyle, be back in the next show. Have a good day, everybody.
Snorting, smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers, rolling fatties, smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? We smoke the blunts, rolling blunts and smoking.